What's up, guys? NBA Talk, February 6, 2018, Tuesday basketball for you. We're going to talk about the Dan Gilbert and LeBron James situation. Um, Later on today, we're going to do the Milwaukee Bucks, New York Knicks game, the Boston Celtics versus the Toronto Raptors, two of the top in the Eastern Conference. That's going to be awesome. Toronto has the advantage since they're at home. The Cavaliers versus the Orlando Magic. We're gonna gloss over that a little bit. And the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Golden State Warriors. Russell Westbrook versus KD. That's gonna be phenomenal. We're gonna talk about those games. But of course, LeBron James, Dan Gilbert situation. All today, everybody's talking about the relationship between LeBron James and Dan Gilbert, the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. In the midst of all this tragedy, this controversy, the team being absolute trash, like they're losing games, multiple games, like almost 10 games in the last 12. It's just not looking good for the future of the Cavaliers. And their playoffs hopes are very much in jeopardy. And their future basically is in jeopardy because this team looks like it's going to implode by the end of this season. Well, by the end of playoff time, basically, if they can make it into the finals or not. Because a lot of people are now like nobody's really, except for the people like Nick Wright who just dick rides LeBron James to the moon. Chris Carter too. All the LeBron James lovers just dick ride him to the moon because all they care about is LeBron, not really about the team. Um, but of course, it's not really about LeBron. It's about the whole team. But we're focusing on LeBron James right now. Um, his future with the Cavaliers. A lot of people are saying this. He's gone. Like no one's really thinking about him staying. People are thinking like, oh, where he's going? He going to Houston? He's going to LA Lakers. He's going to San Antonio Spurs. Where he going next? Everybody's gearing up to get him. The LA Lakers are gearing to get him in 2019 off season because they expect him to sign a 1-year deal with some other team. They're not hopeful of getting LeBron James this off season in 2018. Looking forward to next year. Um, So yeah, a lot of people are saying that he's gonna be gone because there's no way he's staying here. The body language he's been showing for the last couple of games, the interviews, the the post game interviews where he seems so down. The body language, like everybody's comparing that to the after the Mavericks finals game where he was completely decimated, the worst performance of his career in the finals. And everybody's looking at that instance where he's out of it. He tuned out. Obviously, his teammates are tuned out as well because there's no chemistry going on. There's no structure. The offense is starting to deteriorate it's as well. Kevin Love is out with an injury. He's been your consistent scorer other than LeBron James. Isaiah Thomas in the eye of the storm, like he's getting so much flack right now. The controversy around him is just fun, just big, as much as LeBron James, because all the talks that he said, the relationship with Kevin Love, and they go back to like high school days, I guess, college days. Isaiah Thomas and Kevin Love, so that's a big deal. So there's a lot going on around LeBron James, and then you have Dan Gilbert, who cares about his franchise, not particularly LeBron James, because that relationship is dead. Because from years back, when LeBron James left Cleveland the first time, the famous letter heard around the world, and everybody was discussing LeBron James. Obviously, that relationship between him and the owner is just dead. It's just business, and LeBron James is not looking to remain committed. That's the big deal. He's not trying to be committed to the Cavaliers. He's looking to have some leeway into the franchise where you don't got the pieces I need, I'm gonna be out. You ain't gonna keep me here. And Dan Gilbert's like, all right, I'm not gonna do some changes. I'm not giving up my Brooklyn pick, which is also in the eye of the storm because due to trades with the Clippers. The Clippers wanted that Brooklyn draft pick. Everybody wants that Brooklyn draft pick. Um, the Cavaliers wanted DeAndre Jordan. They could not get him because the Clippers could not get their hands on that Brooklyn draft pick. We're hearing much from the Charlotte Hornets about Kemba Walker. They probably want the Brooklyn draft pick, and they're not going to get it, which is going to deteriorate again. Dan Gilbert will not part with that Brooklyn draft pick because he knows LeBron James can leave him at any moment. And I think LeBron James wants him to trade that pick as well. But how I feel about this situation where it seems like they're going to go their separate ways. LeBron James is going to leave, especially how the end of this season overall is going to end up being. Maybe not even make it to the finals, get blown out by the finals, by the Warriors or the Houston Rockets, what happens. It doesn't seem like there's going to be a future left for LeBron James and company. Isaiah Thomas is not going to get his max deal. Everybody else, D Wade and all the veteran players are going to be left in the dust, treated like trash from now on. It's going to crazy road. Kevin Love is going to probably get traded down the line. I think the Cavaliers are done with Kevin Love after LeBron James leaves. For me, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm on Dan Gilbert's side. And I am not happy about it. I don't like it, but I have to agree. If I'm the owner, and this guy has me by the balls, saying that if you don't give me what I want, I'm leaving. Of course, he's not really saying that, but it suggested that so. And the situation geared towards LeBron James having an advantage where you don't get me these players, you don't get me a playmaker, Darren Williams, you don't get me shooters, Kyle Korver, Jeff Green, you don't get me my boy D Wade. They got D Wade. I'm bouncing. LeBron James having him by the balls. And I'm on Dan Gilbert reluctantly. I'm not giving up my Brooklyn pick so you could just leave. I know this season is going to be a wash. I know this season is going to be trash. I know I'm going to get eliminated from the finals. I know the moment that LeBron James leaves, this franchise is over. At least in this era of the Cavaliers' history, it's over, and they have to redo everything over. That's why Dan Gilbert and the office are trying to trade everything else other than the Brooklyn pick because they're going to have to start over. The rebuild will begin after LeBron James leaves, and they're trying to do everything they can to protect their future, and that's exactly what I would do. Even though I'm all about player power, but what has resulted with LeBron James in Cleveland for the last couple of years is excuses. Straight up excuses. Laziness from LeBron James on the defensive end and as a leader. He has never really utilized fullest. Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving left you, and that always raises eyebrows for everybody. Like, everybody's been saying this for months on social media. Why did Kyrie Irving leave you? And a lot of people point the finger at LeBron James for that. It's on LeBron James. Of course, Dan Gilbert needs to start doing something real quick and try to save the season. But at the same time, he's looking at everything like, you can't save the season. I'm done. And we've been hearing that he might sell the team. So he might be done completely with the Cavaliers for all we know. So overall, thoughts, LeBron James is going to leave. He's probably going to go to Houston. That's the best chance of getting a championship. And yeah, I think this era of Cavaliers is over. Straight up. So peace out. Leave your comments below. That's it.